Is real estate media still worth getting into right now, today in 2026? Last year, I got asked this question more than ever. So in this video, I'm gonna try to give you my honest perspective. Now in 2025, as a solo operator, my business did $275,000 in revenue from real estate media services, which was nearly double of what I earned in 2024. Now to be clear, I'm not sharing these numbers to brag, because for one, these aren't crazy numbers for this industry. But two, if you've been watching a lot of YouTube or the news, then you've been hearing a narrative of the weakening job market and the threat of AI to our jobs. And to be fair, these are all real concerns. I'm not trying to downplay what's happening in our world, but headlines usually play on our negativity bias, meaning we're wired to pay more attention to the bad news than good news. Anyone who spent 5 minutes clicking through YouTube recommendations knows how easy it is to go down the rabbit hole of getting filled with a crippling fear and doubt, which is why I wanted to make this video, to provide an inside perspective and hopefully some optimism for those of you asking, are we cooked, in the comments of every video. Now, let's start with the elephant in the room. Is AI going to take our jobs? To be honest, I had my doubts for a moment. 2025 was a crazy year for the creative industry, with many AI tools like Nano Banana, Veo, Sora, Higgsfield, and others that can instantly generate visuals so realistic we can no longer tell what's real and what's AI. Specifically for real estate photography, we saw the adoption of fully automated AI photo editing that can now handle what used to be the manual processing of HDR photos. For photographers, this has actually been a pretty nice improvement, having better photo quality, faster turnaround time, and no more frustrating inconsistencies from outsourcing to foreign editors. For the photo editors, many of whom are based in Asia, unfortunately, this meant a decline in business, and I imagine they'll need to adapt in 2026 to expand their services beyond just doing high volumes of HDR editing. That said, AI isn't perfect, and for every new AI tool, you need creative direction and prompting, and that can require human input, especially with video generation. I think we'll see a lot of photo editors pivot in 2026, and there will be big opportunities for those who learn how to prompt and create more impactful videos. But with many of these real estate media companies switching over to AI photo editing, what does that mean for the industry at large? I think for the entrepreneurial types who embrace AI photo editing, it'll help reduce their post-production workload while increasing their volume of shoots and overall grow their business. For creative types who reject AI and prefer editing their own images, I think architectural photography will be a better long-term fit because they'll earn more per job by offering a high level of customization. That said, I don't think AI is going to replace real estate photographers, and here's why. One, truth in advertising laws are beginning to regulate the use of AI in marketing, and specifically for real estate. Here in California, we have a new law that requires modified images to be disclosed. And in general, this is good because home buyers shouldn't have to worry whether the photos they're looking at are real or not. This is also good because it means agents will still need to hire a photographer to show the property as it is. Now, secondly, robotics might be able to handle assembly line work or driving, but our job is a bit more complex, and every job has its nuances. There are companies like Giraffe 360, which I'm not endorsing, but they're trying to sell an all-in-one media tool that's the closest thing I've seen to a robot photographer. But this still needs to be operated by a person, and from what I've heard, the results just kind of suck. And third, this is a competitive industry, so the best agents will still want to hire the most talented photographers to represent their brand. That means photographers who can create appealing compositions and provide good customer service are still going to be in high demand. But to take this point one step further, I think top performing agents are going to start expecting more than just photos from their media providers. For one, in the past few years, I've noticed a huge increase in the amount of agents who want to do social media and listing videos. And we're already seeing that savvy agents who can leverage social media, whether it's organic or paid, are simply blowing up and growing their businesses. So demand for engaging video content, in my opinion, is greater now than it was even 2 or 3 years ago. But two, if you're not offering full service media packages, which include photos, videos, drone shots, 3D virtual tours, floor plans, property websites, then you're going to be at a disadvantage. I've noticed this more with long-standing photographers and business owners. Maybe they don't feel the need to add these services, or they're intimidated by the new tech. That said, I've had more than one client who's come to me because they were having to hire multiple contractors to get all these different media services done. It's also for this reason that I've decided to change the name of this channel to Full-Time Real Estate Creator. While photography is still a core offering, we're really more like multimedia specialists. But that title is a bit of a mouthful. So let's bring this back full circle. Do I think it's still worth getting into real estate photography in 2026? I'd say it depends. If you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme because you heard a guru on social media telling you how easy it was, I'd say no. The fundamentals of this business aren't difficult to grasp, so you can learn it and find success rather quickly, but I think your long-term results are going to depend more on your work ethic and your willingness to learn new things. And that also means continuing to provide more and more value to your clients. But personally, in 2025, I learned that in business, we're not determined by external factors. While the broader economy and market will always go up and down, I saw firsthand that my own results didn't have to follow those narratives. And overall, the demand for real estate media and marketing services seems to be growing, not shrinking. I think for the photographers who understand that this is more than just taking pictures, those are going to be the ones that thrive. And if that sounds like you, then I think you're going to find success in this industry regardless of the day, month, year that you get started. So that's it for this video, and I'm really curious to hear your guys' takes for 2026. If you're new to the business, what are the biggest challenges you're facing getting started in today's playing field? And if you're already in business, are you growing or losing ground? And do you know why? Drop your thoughts in the comments and I'll be sure to respond. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.